Hello there. Heartbreak is one thing that is likely to come everyone's way, whether you're tough or you're weak. Heartbreak is one thing that each and every one of us is likely to face in our lifetime. But how do you move on after a heartbreak? My name is Maole Steven and welcome to Hola and Mola channel. If today is actually your first intercourse with us, kindly subscribe to the channel and also click on the notification button so that anytime we post a video, you can actually get notified and be the first person to view it. Thank you so much for staying up this long. But let's talk about how to move on, how to move on if you have a heartbreak. Accepting that the breakup was for your own good. Most often than not, we are obsessed with the things we want to achieve as people without paying a little or no attention to how things are supposed to be. People come our ways, and people definitely leave our ways. There have been so many instances that things happened, and you realize that if he had stayed on a little longer, it would have been very disruptive. So accept that the breakup is actually for your good. Something greater is actually coming your way. It could be that you're wasting so much time instead of developing yourself and your potentials, instead of getting certain things in your life done as quickly as possible. Because even if the relationship actually worked to the latter, it could happen that death could actually take the person you love so much from you. And when that happened, this person has all this will have been everything that you actually wanted. And it will make you suffer in the long run because the person was your company and then you lost the time to do certain things to help yourself. Okay? So when there is a breakup, actually accept that, okay, it is because of your own good. And this is where you should gather a lot of inspirations from. This is where you should gather a lot of energy not to feel the hurt or the pain. Yes, I know it is going to be difficult, or it is difficult to actually move over that, but it is so important for you to actually notice that or make the decision that yes, there's a breakup because of my own good. So let me start thinking something or thinking about something, or let me start taking a course. Let me start developing myself again. Let me start focusing on myself. Let me start loving myself the more. And it's so important. Talk to people. Do not stay in the room because there is heartbreak. You might be crying, which is normal. You can cry. It's normal. I accept that, to pour out some of the emotions if you had to cry. Okay? But never, never keep yourself alone. Talk to people. Try to engage in other topics, engage in other subjects that really are going to open your mind, because once you're talking to people, once you engage in some dialogue, once you engage in something, at least it helps you not to take the entire day, that it helps you not to take the whole of the time or periods during the day thinking about the lost and other stuff. Yes, in the evening, maybe those normal calls that comes or text messages that make you feel so excited will actually put you back when you are trying to keep yourself happy. However, it wouldn't be long, you'll be far gone and you even remember these things and then laugh over them. It is very important that you talk to people, because talking to people is really, really, really going to help you. Do not decide not to go into any relationship. Doing that actually hurts you the more. And there is no evidence to prove that if you stay out of relationship for a long time and you come back, you're not going to be hurt. So do not make a decision that you are not going to get into a relationship. It is very, 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 very important. This is why making the decision not to get into a relationship actually make you always to be thinking about your past relationship, and you don't want to do that. So yes, just move on, but also make yourself available to any person that come your way, not because you want to date the person, but be open. Do not hold yourself let the people enjoy the moment they're spending with you, and who knows, you could end up finding happiness again. So it is important not to make decision that yes, relationship is not good, or you're not going to get into any relationship because of your past experience. Okay, so removing reminders of your ex. It is difficult to actually let go of somebody you've loved and accepted so much. But the reality is that keeping the memories around you seems to hurt you more. It makes you think that you can still go over or make things work better. But in attempt of trying to make things better, you end up losing yourself the more. So in the interim, you can keep files of videos or pictures that both of you have together out of sight so that it doesn't give you the pain each and every day. Delete the person's contact if you cannot resist talking or chatting to them or testing them back, trying to see if they will come back into your life. If you cannot resist that, you can delete their contact. Well, personally, I do not delete contact. I keep them because if I moved on, I've really moved on. The point to me is that I give up. Yeah, if I say I give up, this is what I mean. I go into everything with a good conscience. I commit myself to do my best. I do my best. I give everything that I can. I put everything into it for it to work. And so if it is not working or if it doesn't work, I know that I don't leave regretting I should have done this, I should have done that to have make it perfect. Okay, so I always give my best to every situation. Everything that I want to do, I give my best so that if I moved on, I'll not be thinking that I should have done it this way, I should have done it that way. So, but if you cannot resist, if you cannot resist testing those people, um, you should try deleting them. And then the aspect of public or putting into the public domain your relationship status and other stuff, it's one thing that really hurt people and prevent people from moving on. So if you can, okay, try as much as possible not to get your next relationship into the public and other stuff. And this is one part that makes it very difficult for people to actually move on, even if they can, okay? Because they are now thinking, what are people going to think about me? What are people going to say if I start deleting these pictures of my partner from my social media account, if I unfollow all these people? You know, it becomes something that will really get people so depressed, okay? So it's very difficult, and that time is very difficult thinking about all these things. There are some people who are very tough who do not give a fuck about that, so they don't have any problem with that. But if you that person who is very volatile or you have a fragile heart, it is very important that you're very sure that your relationship is going to work, or you just simply take out your relationship from social media so that you do not suffer the pain of trying to please people who really do not care about you. Okay, so take your relationship out of social media if you can, or if you do not have the heart to really um, not to care. If you do not have the heart not to care about anything, don't put your relationship on social media if you can, if you can. Now, yes, so also accept reality. Accept reality is very important. You have to be very honest with yourself that the person you loved yesterday no longer loves you or no longer finds you interesting to be with. So that person has actually moved on. What can you do as a person? There's nothing you can do if people have made the decision that they do no longer like you. It is actually the time for you to take things into your hands and make realities better for you. So accept the reality. Accepting the reality makes you stronger and give you the direction to move towards. But if you're still denying yourself that I'm not going to let go, I'm not going to accept it, this person cannot do that to me, you're actually blurring your potentials and your strength of moving on. Because anything that you feed the mind is actually what the mind is going to react to. So if you're telling yourself you still want the person, you still want the person, you still want the person, it's virtually going to be very difficult for you to actually move on. So admit the truth, admit reality that here, I love this person, but the person no longer loves me. I want to move on. Tell yourself I want to move on, and definitely you are going to move on. These are points that are going to help you very well move on quickly. Thank you very much for coming with us to this point. Kindly subscribe to the channel and also hit on the notification button so that anytime there is a video posted on this channel, you would get notified. Remember, this channel is about relationship, lifestyle, and fun. So we also ensure that as you're watching, you're going to enjoy that and have fun, a lot of fun. My name is Maoli Steven, and my brother Noah is behind the cameras today. I'm so excited coming your way and hope to see you again. Bye-bye.